I found the best way, the absolute greatest way to play Overwatch. Ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Stylosis. So, yeah, you might well know that I play a lot of competitive on Overwatch, and I very rarely play quick play. In fact, I hardly play any of the other modes. I just play quick play. I do now. I just play competitive most of the time. However, before we get stuck into the video, guys, check this out. This is the Unit Lost Overanalyzed Value 2019 Special Edition t-shirt. It is available now. If you order this before the 11th of December, you will get it before Christmas. After the 11th, you'll have to use like the speedy delivery options, but it is so awesome. I mean, look at me trying to be a model and posing. I look stupid, but it's a beautiful t-shirt. Go and buy it, guys. We've sold tons of them so far. It's just blowing my mind. I can't believe how many of you guys have picked this t-shirt up. When you buy it, I want you guys to send me pictures as well of you guys in it. No, it's not at Unit Lost Gaming on Twitter, it's at Stylosis on Twitter. Do it. Love it. The Overwatch meta has been absolutely terrible for a very, very long time, and I found myself playing a lot on the Overwatch PTR. The problem is with the PTR, nobody plays on it anymore. People play on the PTR the first maybe 3 or 4 days, if you're lucky, of a major patch, and then they don't bother playing again, which is kind of really sad. But however, that kind of got me back into the quick play swing of things. And then I started thinking to myself, you know what? What is quick play actually like on the live servers? Now, this is a crazy thing to even say because, well, surely I should know what quick play is like. I play loads of Overwatch. Like, I actually play loads of Overwatch, guys. Like, if you follow me on Discord, or if you're on the Discord server and the Unit Lost server, which I think is discord.gg/Unit Lost, you'll see that, well, I'm playing Overwatch quite a lot. It'll say underneath my name Overwatch because I'm playing Overwatch. But that would always pretty much be competitive. Maybe I'd play the odd deathmatch to kind of warm up, whatever, all of that stuff. The thing is, though, PTR has taught me that quick play could possibly be the best way to play this game. Now, that sounds like a crazy statement to make, because we know the devs balance the game around competitive. They don't balance it around quick play. But there's like a ton of things which are going on here in quick play. Firstly, I'm playing Junkrat. Now, I never play Junkrat when I'm playing competitive. Maybe I might play him on Temple of Anubis first point, maybe, if I'm feeling funky, but apart from that, it's going to be a bit difficult to make Junkrat work. Maybe first point of Icon Vault, but then the enemy will just pick Pharah, and then we've got no hit scan, and then they kill us, and then my team flame me, and then I feel sad, and then I don't want to play Overwatch again, and then yeah, it's not great. So what is going on here? Well, I've tried to list down what the hell is happening here, and I'm going to hit you guys with all of these points, and then we're going to go into it, because I think this might possibly be the way Overwatch was designed to be played. It's very fun. There's no toxicity, or very little toxicity. It's a nice, enjoyable environment. So this is what I've listed. There's no competitive anxiety. There's very little flaming. Well, there's some, but there's very little. I can do whatever I want, and this is the crucial part. I can play whatever hero I want, and that is super liberating. Like, I can't explain to you guys how liberating that is, because if I want to play on comp, and I'm playing tank, well, I've got to play Orisa or Sigma. If I don't play those heroes, I'm actually throwing the game. But you know what? I like playing D.Va. I like playing Hammond. You know, there's all these other heroes. Winston, I love Winston. Winston was the first hero I got into top 500 with, way back in dive meta. So I love Winston. I absolutely love that hero. But I can't play him in competitive, because I'll just get told I'm trash. I'm throwing the match. My team don't want to play. They flame me, and we just lose, and it's crap. This, though, I could totally do it. I mean, look, I'm playing Junkrat. I mean, what's the meta DPS right now? Well, I mean, it's Doomfist, yeah? Hanzo, Mei, basically Doomfist. If you're not playing Doomfist, you just can't play the game. Well, I can play Junkrat here, and I'm so much fun. Like, this takes me back to when I first started playing Overwatch. And Junkrat, like, I played Tracer, was the first hero I played. That's always the story I give, and it was. In the beta, I played Tracer, and I couldn't believe how she could blink around and all of this, and it totally blew my mind. But the one I played the most throughout the beta, and even at the very start of Overwatch when it launched, before competitive was even available, was Junkrat. I absolutely love Junkrat. It's just such a fun hero to play, but I haven't been able to play him because I just get flamed in competitive. So, going back through my list, no comp anxiety, no flaming or very little. I can play whatever hero I want, and it's super liberating to be able to do that. But let's go back before I go on to my final topic, because I think the final topic is actually beautiful. The first one I want to go back to, well, it is the first one, it's competitive anxiety. This is something a lot of people suffer from, and I think I suffer from this as well. In the past, I've been like, oh, I don't suffer from that. There's no competitive anxiety here. I'm loving it. I'm just absolutely, you know, everything's fine, everything's dandy. There's nothing really to worry about. It's all good. It's all great. But then I stopped playing Overwatch. Why? If I didn't have some form of anxiety when it comes to playing the game, then I would keep playing the game, surely. And I think this stems from a couple of different reasons. Now, I don't know whether I can call this anxiety as such, but I know a lot of people out there suffer from it. I guess I'm just going to band this together with reasons why I stopped playing Overwatch competitive. What stops me playing when I sit down and think, right, I want to play comp, and I'm going to have a great time. I'll sit down, I'll play the game. Might be an awesome game, but maybe I had to play a hero. Maybe I didn't want to play just because it was kind of meta and I had to do it to keep the team together. That never feels great. The next issue I get is we lose the game. Now, if we've lost the game and it's fairly close, it kind of doesn't really matter. It's like, okay. But if we lose the game for a number of other reasons, which is generally why you tend to lose in Overwatch, people being triggered, people flaming, people just being angry at the game, it makes you not want to play the game. But often, I'll play another match. Now, this is the big kicker. If the next game is the same as the last game, so it's full of toxicity and people being like, just being nasty people because you're not playing meta, maybe you're not doing what they want you to do, and all of this stuff, I just come off the game. And that's wrong. That is absolutely wrong. I'm like, I don't want to play this game no more. I've had enough. I'm just coming off. Now, you don't do that in quick play because you're just enjoying the game for what it is, because it's a really fun game. Like, the one thing they got right with Overwatch is just the actual mechanics in the game are really fun. Yeah, I know. We can be like, oh my god, Star, yeah, but double barrier meta is so bad, the game's unplayable. It is, but we hope a patch is coming tomorrow that will fix that. But none of this exists in quick play. Nobody cares about the meta. But the final point I want to talk about, and I'm totally going to wax lyrical about this, because this is where I think this has had the most positive impact. And it's role queue. It's role lock. It's the forced 2-2-2. This makes quick play very playable. Now, in the past, when I did play quick play, there was no role lock. It was just a free-for-all. It would often be no supports, or there'd be no tanks. And that's not great, right? That isn't fun to play. Overwatch is designed to have tanks and supports in the game. The devs agree with this because that's why they brought out role lock. But this is completely rejuvenated quick play for me. And I almost feel silly saying this because I've only just realized quick play is actually really fun. And the only reason I've realized that is because Blizzard messed the meta up so bad in competitive that I was forced to just stop playing, basically. It was a culmination of issues. Yeah, sure, there's toxicity, there's all of that stuff, but the meta was just so stale. It was very boring, very formulaic. There's no dynamic play or anything like that in Overwatch competitive right now. It's just really boring. The PTR comes out with an awesome patch where barriers can be deleted. So that means there's a lot of variety. But the main thing about PTR is suddenly, and you guys would have seen this on the channel, I've made tons of videos on this, talking about the meta, the winners and losers, what heroes are going to work, what won't, what will probably be the meta comp, why that'll be the meta comp, maybe which tanks have got stronger or weaker. It's because the game goes into flux, and this is the best time for Overwatch competitive because nobody knows what the meta is. So, do you know what the comp games feel like? They feel like quick play. They feel like people are out there having fun, trying to work out how to play the game. And that is when this game is at its absolute greatest. It is just such a pleasure to play this game when it's like that. And I feel crazy and stupid that I'm the guy here who just hasn't really been playing quick play or any other mode. Like, when I meet people at events, they'll say like, oh yeah, I play loads of Mystery Heroes, and I'm thinking, I don't play Mystery Heroes, I just play competitive. But I am sapping the fun out of the game, destroying myself doing that, and it's totally wrong that I've done that. And it's crazy that I've just realized this. And it's also crazy when I start thinking about the way it's built and the way the game's built and designed, that you can clearly see in quick play, or in just an environment where people are not toxic and where people don't care what hero you play, because remember, we're still going to have 2 tanks, we're still going to have 2 supports and 2 DPS. They don't really care so much. I mean, look at this game here. I've gone from Junkrat to Symmetra. I mean, if I did that in comp, I would have been flamed. If I picked Junkrat to defend first point here, I can tell you right now, over the voice comms, it would have been swap Junk, play Hanzo. Swap Junk to Doomfist, McCree, something. It would be swap that hero. None of that here. It's just pure fun. It's like, get in there, play your hero, play its abilities, have a great time. It's fun. There's no negativity, and you'll see at the end of this gameplay clip as well. GG's. Everyone says GG. People rarely say that in comp. They do sometimes, but rarely say it. So all of this stuff, it's in my head, and I'm like, this is a problem with Overwatch, and the main problem, and maybe we've gone over this before, it's just the fact that it is very high pressure and competitive. You know, I say, I am the guy, I am the meme, the rank doesn't matter, right? It doesn't. But it does in competitive, doesn't it? It matters to everybody. It might not matter to you, but it matters to your team. People want to win. And to win, you need to generally play what the meta is. You can't just do whatever you like, which is super frustrating. So this clip here, this is me playing McCree, and it's been a while since I've really played a ton of McCree. Normally because McCree doesn't really have the greatest time against double barrier in comp. He can work against certain enemy comps, but look at what the enemy team have got here. It's almost like I'm playing a new game because I'm seeing these heroes. This Korean hero called Diva. There's this Genji guy, like a cyber ninja. I've not seen this guy for ages. Who are these heroes? Like, this is super fun because it just shows you the variety that the game has got. Now, the big deal here is when the patch comes out, and the patch will be out tomorrow, I will be back into competitive. And there will be a week, I think, of where competitive is very similar to quick play, where people are still trying to work out what's the best thing to do, so it's very fluid. There's going to be a lot of fun. But then the week after that, what happens to comp? Does it go back to the way it is, where it becomes very stale, where it becomes like, oh my god, what's going on? Now, I don't think that's going to happen after a week. I think, I hopefully, because this is such a big change to the meta, we're going to see a bunch of maybe 2 months, right? Maybe 2 or 3 months, maybe even before Overwatch League starts, or even when after Overwatch League starts, where we don't see just the standard meta comp running every single game. I want to play these heroes, right? And the game really is fun. And I think sometimes with Overwatch, you have to look and think, this game has had over 50 million players. It must be doing something right. Yet if you look at comp and you look at a lot of the YouTubers, the streamers, a lot of people are moaning about it. And it's like, well, who's even playing this game then? Now, one thing I want to end the video on is, if you guys read the magazine, the Edge interview that was performed with Aaron Keller, I omitted quite a lot of this in the video that I put out showing you guys the Jeff Q&A. But in that game, Aaron very specifically says a lot of people like Overwatch, but don't play the game anymore. And it's true, because would you play competitive in its current state, or even in any state, when it's so full of anxiety and all these issues? Probably not. But what you would play is Overwatch PvE, and that's why they're developing it. In fact, he straight up says that Overwatch 2 is effectively a PvE game, and they're servicing players that don't play Overwatch anymore. So if you're a PvP player, maybe you'll feel slightly miffed at that, because that's what the game is, and it's attracted 50 million players doing that. But are those players in competitive? Maybe not. Guys, I've been Stylosa, this is Unit Lost. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been eye-opening for me to make this. Just the realization that quick play is so much fun. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.